Plaintiff Doug McBride dated the defendant, and he claims their relationship was toxic because she was a promiscuous meth addict. Doug claims the defendant was once having sex with 3 other men in addition to him, and he's suing her today for stolen money. Defendant Cindy Rangel admits that she cheated on Doug, but insists he cheated too, and she has love letters from his mistress to prove it. Cindy's countersuing Doug for unpaid rent.
Start with you.
Okay, me and Cindy had a rocky relationship for the past 7 to 8 years. It was always on and off again. And at one point in time, I thought that we really had a good relationship. And based on her weaving webs and all that of deception and not knowing, what is reality. At one time, she was, dating 3 other guys, as well as me, of having sexual relationships.
You knew at the time that she was doing
No, I never
these
knew
things?
it.
Okay. How did you come
I knew
to
she
find
was
out?
doing drugs and all that, but
What type?
at the
You don't
beginning-
know if she was doing drugs. If you can't tell me what
well,
type.
Your Honor, I have it. I have it right here on the
tell
letter.
me.
That she.
If you can't remember, you've been doing them too. Don't accuse the woman. You say she's been doing drugs, and you can't even tell me what type of drugs.
Meth.
And he must have been doing it too. He's slow about telling it. Go ahead, sir.
All right. And corresponding to all that, I just, I wanted to have a life.
How'd you all finally break up? How?
How?
Last incident.
Okay. How we broke up was that I was up in Wyoming. Then I had to come down because of she went to go and pick up.
And what happened?
Well, from the lying and the drugs. And,
all right, you
and
just
her
said I'm fed up
dealing
with it.
And so forth. I just
Okay.
had enough of it.
Good enough. Ma'am, let me hear from you.
Yeah, I dated Doug for on and off for like 10 or 8. I thought it was 10 years, it might have been 8. And yes, I did cheat on him, but he wasn't any better. He cheated on me too. He was seeing me and the same girl at the same time. I have love letters here to prove it.
Yes,
that
ma'am.
he was telling me that nothing was going on.
You have any love letters over there?
Yeah.
You don't have any love letters?
Right
From
here.
her to her guy?
No, to me.
To you. I'm saying this is to his girl?
This
She
is
was-
from his girl
Your
to
Honor.
him. He was telling me that.
Doug, I'm gonna be honest. As you know, I fell hard for you. So hard I got selfish and lost you before I quite knew you or about you. The more I learn about you, the more I understand you and fall deeper. I miss you, and to think I'll never have a chance to fall asleep and wake up in your arms again. I just have a question, though. Don't you miss me at all? Next to you? Okay. Not all the time next to you, but every now and then. If you have moved on mentally and emotionally with someone in mind or in the works or not the case at all, be honest with me so I can go away and die or recover somewhere else. I understand if you're just talking. She don't mention you at all, as in the way.
She didn't know about me.
Defendant Cindy Rangel is being sued by her ex-boyfriend, who claims they broke up because Cindy is a promiscuous meth addict.
What'd you tell her, man? Why you tell her you're doing it like this? It's a cold.
No.
What you do a woman like this for?
Because I turned around and I found out that she was doing meth in my house, and then that's when I called it off with her.
This one?
Yeah.
Wow.
So you
And she was helping me out, on moving, and she found that
So you
letter. I
drive
never
all
even
your
read
women
it.
to
No,
smoke
that's not what
crystal meth?
happened.
Why
That's
is it
not
both
what
your
happened.
women back to back? Well, crystal meth heads. You running to them?
Well, I guess I have a standard, Your Honor. I'm
Go
picking the
ahead.
wrong ones.
All right. So he was doing the same thing.
Yeah, he was. And he was trying to get us not to meet. He didn't want me to find out who she was for nothing.
All right. So we got that out of the way. How was the relationship other than that? Other than the cheating? He says you were drug addict.
He's an alcoholic. He drinks every day. Every day he has to have his Jack Fire, he calls it, and goes to the liquor store every day. And
okay, so maybe we'll get into that, and it may have something to do with the money, him either being drunk or you high. So let me hear about the stolen money, sir, $4,500.
All right, I won a lawsuit, and
When?
December 28th is when I was picking up the lawsuit.
All right.
I asked Cindy if she'd go and pick it up for me, and the next day to go and deposit the money into my account. And apparently, the money magically disappeared.
Yeah, because you didn't know she was a crystal meth head at that time, right?
Well, I was trying to get her away from that, too.
By giving her $5,000?
No, by moving
because
up.
that's the very
up to
opposite.
Oh, Your Honor. By moving up to Wyoming because we had a job, that, we got a job.
So what'd you hear about the money? Last I understood you to say, you gave her a check to deposit.
no, it wasn't a check.
It was cash.
You gave her cash to deposit.
No, the people gave her cash for my settlement.
Whatever the case. You had $5,000 cash or $4,500 cash.
Well, it's $5,500. She paid me $1,000.
Okay. So what happened when you first asked about your money?
She says she believes her ex took the money.
How did you respond? What happened from there? Did you all call the police?
She called the police.
About her ex?
Yeah.
And did the police go after her ex?
No, it's still under investigation. I got the police report. They couldn't arrest anybody because it was he said, she said, they're lying, he's lying. It was all back and forth.
Ma'am, why don't you tell me?
I had put I had $5,400, and then my friends, we all decided to go up to Central City at the last minute, and my ex decided he had a stomach.
You decided to go where?
Gambling, a night out. I know it sounds bad,
With
but
the party with his money.
No, not with his money.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I called and asked him if I could borrow $100 of his money. He said yes, so he gave me $100.
To go party, and you went in and party.
I locked the rest up in my cabinet that I have in my room with a little lock on it, and left my ex sleeping because he said he didn't feel good and didn't want to go. And then when
Left your ex there.
Then when we got back, he was gone and the money was gone. And so I called Doug and told him, I'm sorry, I was crying, I was hysterical. I don't know, he took the money. I'm sorry, I don't know what.
He says that you later agreed to pay. So
you know,
much so that you gave him $1,000 on it.
I gave him, he was saving like some money for me, and there was like $600 there, and then I gave him $1,000. Not because I owed him that, because I felt bad. I felt really bad.
No.
Quiet, sir. So what?
I felt really bad.
And you don't feel bad anymore?
No, I don't, because he started being really hateful to me.
How?
He grabbed me by the neck, threw me on the floor.
For what reason?
Because he was angry about the money.
Did you call the police?
Yes, I went down
You
and
have
I
that
made
in
a
the report?
I went and made a police report the next
Let
day.
me see that.
Defendant Cindy Rangel is being sued by her ex-boyfriend, who claims they broke up because Cindy is a promiscuous meth addict.
I have a police investigation beginning December 29th. These are all the dates that they took a thorough investigation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 dates the police investigated this and didn't come to a conclusion.
Your Honor, the police didn't even get my full report.
Okay,
I
ma'am.
guess
I don't believe you. They looked into this
Right, they did.
thoroughly.
They called
7
him one
different
time.
times, ma'am.
they didn't investigate.
You put it in the safe, and how did he get in the safe or locked in the cabinet? You say you locked it.
It was a little lock. Anybody could have gotten into it, and I didn't think, if I would have thought he would have done something like that, I would have never left
Your
him in my house alone.
counterclaim for rent is for what?
Because he stayed with me 3 months in the summer before, and then 2 months here. And I told him my dad wanted $400 a month for rent. And he thought it was a free ride, and he didn't want to pay my dad nothing. He thought because I lived there for free, he didn't have to live there for free.
What was the agreement?
Huh?
What was the agreement
$400 a
again?
month rent is
How
what my
much?
dad wanted.
No.
How much?
$400 a month.
Oh, it's your dad's
that's
property.
My dad's.
Quiet, sir.
All right.
Well, you don't have the standing to sue for your dad unless he gave you a power of attorney.
Well, he gave me a letter saying that he owed rent money.
That's a witness statement. But you can't sue for his money.
Oh, Well, I felt obligated because he.
Well,
I felt obligated
if you felt
because
obligated, you should have
he
gotten.
was there because of me.
You can
And
yell
my
all
dad
you
did
want.
not want me to bring him
You can yell over
there.
me all you want. You're not getting a dime for your daddy.
Okay. That's fine.
Anything else? You want to keep yelling? Talking over me? And you had some other evidence you needed
Your
to
Honor,
show me?
her agreeing to paying me $500 every 2 weeks.
All right, let's see
That's
that.
only because
I
I
got
felt
transcripts.
bad.
Let's see that,
I
please.
felt terrible because the money was gone. And I knew what he went through to get
All
it.
right. Yes, I will call you when I cash my check and find out where you're at. Then 2 weeks after that, I'll give you another 5. So April, May, June, July, August, September, right? I should have paid it off by then.
Yes.
Gotcha. You said you're going to pay it off.
Well, I felt
So
terrible.
that's the total agreement, right?
I felt-
Answer?
Yes.
Yeah. 4,500 is your judgment. Your claim is dismissed. Have a good day.
Thanks.
I got to boost my standards on women.
Yeah, he got what he wanted. That's all he wanted was his money. He doesn't care about anything else. So I'm glad he got it because now I don't ever have to see his face again.